Today my topic is the evaluation of undergraduate dissertation based on BP neural network. First is an introduction. Facing the number of college undergraduates increases gradually. The work of these dissertation assessment increase. According to how to evaluate these undergraduate dissertation assessment fairly, the most common methods are many, such as fuzzy comprehensive evaluations and so on. These methods have some problems where it needs constructed discriminant functions, putative indicators of attributes, and the evaluation results shows a linear relationship with greater subjectivities. So in this project, I put forward an evaluation program about undergraduate dissertation with BP neural network. And second is the description. First is BP neural network series. BP it consists of two parts: the information forward propagation and the error back propagation. The structure is shown as follows. We can see it has input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. Second part is the process of BP neural network design. We'll design the input-output layer and the design of hidden layer. Common BP neural networks has only one hidden layer. And third is the choice of transfer function. The transfer function decides the way of neural connections, and it is always designed by the nature of the problem. Third is learning process of BP neural network. I showed here is the process of learning. And the fourth is the most important part, the training of BP neural network. And it is necessary to provide a set of training examples which contains input, designed output examples. The steps in this paper is as follows. First is initializations. We initialize the input weights and the threshold for all the neurons with random values between 0 and 1. And second step is input the sample data to network. Well, if it has an input variables and m of the output variables, a training examples of the form is x1, x2, xn, t1, t2, tn. Here the t1, t2 suspending tn is designed output when input is x1, x2, xn. The third step is calculate the output of neuron. We're using nonlinear function. Here is the function form. And the stepwise calculated output value of all the nodes in each layer. We are not including an input layer, sent the final output to 0, 1, 0, 2. The fourth step is modify the weights and the threshold theta for all the neurons with errors. Here is the function form where OI is output of upper layers, ith point, and if J is a node in output layer, then we have this form, and if J is a hidden layer node, and we use this form. Where K is a node on the J level layer, sometimes you ought to let it speed quickly. We can increase the impulse so that the weights can become smooth. Here is the function we use. And last step is repeat. Well, we repeat the process B that we discussed above until the error reaches a successful values, which means that the NN has trained successfully, or exists a loop while it reaches a maximum count of iterations, which means that the training is not successful. And the third part is the evaluation. First, we'll use a simulation model using MATLAB software based on BP neural network. The two functions has mainly discussed above. We can see in the table 1. Here has new FF, train LM, and something here, and function discussed above. And the second part is the simulation results and discuss. First one part is undergraduate dissertation assessment index is very important, and one part is construction of evaluation index system of undergraduate dissertation. Well, according to regulation of the degree application degree paper should show that this author has grasped the fundamental of theories and the system expertise in this discipline solely, and has the ability of being engaged in scientific research or independent technology work. Based on that, the structure of evaluation index system is listed in table 2. You can see here. We have first layer, topic selection and overview, the dissertations, innovation and practical and comprehensive ability, and in the second layer we have 10 here. And the second part of this system design is determine the evaluation grade level set. The level set T is T. The dissertation grade collection can be divided into 5 parts: excellent, good, moderate, pass, and fail. Well, we have another part is BP neural network evaluation model. First is transfer function selection and network input and output vector. And in this case, we choose sigmoid tangent functions to the hidden layer neural transfer, and consider the case of value of output range. Output layer transfer function select is Pooling function. Well, the output and the input vector is chosen as here. Undergraduate dissertation assessment index X has 10 value, are set as input, and the dissertation grade T a 5 value for output. Well, take the study evaluation the index caused by the different grade as training examples to do the study in order to establish the mapping relationship between the two. Well, we also determine the structure based on BP neural network model. So with the series, we're using a 3-layer. Here is the structure. We use this structure as classify of the dissertation, and N is the number of components of the input feature vector, M is the number of the state of output category. According to this case, the input layer node is 10. Well, we have showed in table 2, and with 3 output nodes represent 5 state categories. 1 T is excellent, expressed as 0, 1 T2 good is expressed as 0, 1 0. T2 T3 moderate is 0, 1 1. T4 is 1 0 0. T2 fail is expressed as 1 0 1. Well, we got 10 groups of sample data. The data has made by percentage normalization processing. And here is a table, the ID, 1 to 10, and the sample characteristic data x1, x2, x3, and so on, and the dissertation grade T, well, we have here. And then we use MATLAB to establish and training of the 3-layer BP network. And here is the results. You can see the code is here. Here is the code and we run it. And then we can see the performance plug is here. The regression performance is here. And the training state is here. So we can see the training process of output error, and error change curve is shown there, here. And this picture we have showed before, output of training network error. And using the trained neural network to do simulation example data in the table, the result is shown as before, can run in the MATLAB using the simulate world. And we can see the A is shown here, column 1 through 9. Here is the data, and the column 10, here is the data. And we expected output is here. So compare the difference between them, we can see that the BP neural network can efficiently and accurately identify the paper and the pro and the cons grade. So here is my work. And the last part is summarize and conclusion. Sorry, here is the evaluation. The evaluation of undergraduate dissertation is based on multiple decision problems. It's much more complex systems, and in this paper we use BP neural network to build the system, breaking the previous methods and making the evaluation more objective and accurate. Also, the BP neural network is not very perfect. It has the following some defects. The convergent speed is too slow, the network learning and memory is unstable, easily falling to local minimum point. Here, that's all. Thank you.